Welcome again. This is Elizabeth, and I have come so that we can start our topic today on diabetes. As I had earlier stated, that soon and very soon I am coming so that we may walk this journey of diabetes education together, because without you, I cannot be able to do whatever I'm doing. So I welcome you all. For those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Kanjabi. I'm known by those names, but my channel is Elizabeth Wachera. Wachera is Wacerk. I've been talking about diabetes using my mother tongue, but I am here now to be able to help those people, because I've been requested by many, so that they may understand what is this diabetes. There are many people suffering, but they have no one to help them. Others, they don't want to be known. So they are there hiding themselves, but wondering, how can I cope with this? So I am here to help you as one of the diabetes educator. I said to start with talking about or defining what is diabetes. And I want to say diabetes is a condition where our bodies are not able to use or to process the food we eat into glucose or sugar, because most of the food we eat, it's converted or processed into sugar so that we can be able to use it as our energy or fuels to our body. We say, and the sugar is helped to penetrate or to enter our body cells by a hormone produced by an organ called pancreas, which is on your left side below the stomach. Pancreas, we call it factory for insulin, and the insulin act like a key to open for the sugars which is carried by the red blood cells, being transported to every part of our body. There is no place you can be cut and miss blood flowing, which is red. That is the blood that carries your sugar and take it to every point of your body for you to be able to work. So sugar or energy or glucose is very important in our bodies. There are some organs like the brain cannot work without sugar. And that's why when you hear people with low sugars, they become unconscious and they are not able to think. So sugar is very important in our body. It only becomes bad when it goes above the parameters that are needed in our body. And which are these parameters? So when your body is not able to process that food into glucose, what happens? The sugar stays in your bloodstream. It continues accumulating as you eat. And if your blood sugar is measured after 2 hours after eating, and it goes beyond 11 or 10, those are not good parameters. And further investigations are done, because that is one sign that shows your sugars are going high. If your fasting sugars are done and the sugars go above 6 or 7, that's another sign that you need further investigations. So, diabetes comes about, or there are some things that brings about diabetes. We call them risk factors. And which are these risk factors? What are these that makes our sugar to go high? There are various things like genetic, because diabetes is inherited. If your parents or there are relatives in your family line that have diabetes, you tend to have people in that family getting diabetes. I remember when I was working in the clinic, there are some families that had very strong genes of diabetes. So we could get 6 people from the same family suffering from diabetes, because the genes of diabetes is very strong in their family, and I think both parents had diabetes. So they had siblings, sons and daughters who had diabetes. That is one way. Then overweight, excess weight. This weight is made of what? Fat. And this fat predisposes you to insulin resistance. Your body is not able to use your insulin well. Then we have the age. There are things that we cannot change. We are aging. So we cannot do or work the way we used to do when we were young. I cannot be able to run. I was an athlete. I cannot be able to run the way I used to run when I was young. Why? Because my organs have aged. Your systems are aging. So the pancreas is also aging. The beta cells are also aging, that produces insulin. So they are not manufacturing insulin the way they used to. There is another factor of other conditions, like viral conditions, especially in young age. Children, they get viral infection, and when the body is fighting the virus, they fight with the beta cells and destroy them. So you see, it's autoimmune. It's from within. Destruction is from within. And you find that that person cannot produce insulin. That's another one. We may have some other conditions, like pancreatitis or cancer of the pancreas. So when the condition is sick, when the non-organ is sick, cannot function. So you get your sugar going high because there is no insulin being produced. Now, we have types of diabetes that are known. There are 2 main types that are known. We have the type 2, which is about 95% of all the people with diabetes, and which affect the adult. And we have the type 1. And what is the difference? The difference of these 2 types, the type 1 is known to affect children. And when they are diagnosed, they are known not to have insulin or whatever they have, it's not working on them. So these people, they are started on insulin from day one lifetime. The type 2, they are known to have insulin, but either their body is resistant, it's not able to use whatever they have, or they are not producing enough, or you may have both of them. So those are the main types of diabetes. And these two types, they are managed almost the same. It's only that the type 2, not necessarily you be started on insulin from the word go. Only those with very high sugars are started on insulin, and sometimes you get those people being weaned off insulin as their management or as their sugars are well controlled in the long run. So you may find somebody comes in with very high sugars, and as time goes by, if they well manage themselves, their medication cope well with their body, they go controlling their sugars. Could be their sugar was high because of something. There is also stress or other things that can bring about diabetes, the high sugars. And as your body controls that stress, or that condition is well controlled or healed, or you had the shock and your sugar went high, and when the shock goes down, now the sugar starts becoming well controlled, and you go being weaned off treatment. There are people who start with insulin and they go to tablet, they go off tablet, they go to diet. And you find people becoming as near normal as possible. So we, as the educators, we play a very big role in diabetes management, because we say education is the backbone of diabetes management. I used to find that when the client or these people are living with diabetes come in and they needed to be changed their treatment from, let's say, tablet to insulin, they used to be referred to the educators. They are explained, but then referred to us. We talk to them, we make them understand what is this insulin, how to use it, how to inject themselves. Although it is very scary, but we used to educate them, they understand, and they are able to be started on the right treatment. So education is very important, and that's why I felt I needed to continue with this education. Even if I'm far from home, it cannot prevent me from talking and being heard from wherever I am. And I'm very grateful to the people. We worked together so tirelessly to help our people, and those who are still helping people back home. My former colleagues at Kenyatta National Hospital, thank you for the support and the work you are doing. I usually see you when you go for the diabetes camp, which we used to celebrate every year, and you are still going on, November, the Diabetes Day celebrations. where we used to make people aware and understand about diabetes. We used to go to the up country to reach those who cannot be able to come to us. We used to go to them, educate them, carry all the department, and try to get, if there are any with complications, we refer them and we help them. So continue with the good work and let us help our people. Till next time, I am happy to do this. And please, help me reach many. Help me be encouraged to talk about this diabetes. And later on, talk on more conditions. Since I'm a nurse and we used to take care of so many people with different conditions. But I felt this is where I have been working the field, and I can be able, without going into deep into books, it is up here. I can be able to share with you very easily. So subscribe, share, like, and click that bell so that when a new video is uploaded, you are alerted and you are able to listen to it and share with other people. And so that we can be able to help our people to control themselves, and they can be able to help us also. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.